Welcome to Palazzo Bertamini-Lucca, a prestigious historical property in the center of Fiorenzuola d'Arda, Piacenza province, 1 hour drive from Milan. We are now in the central loggia on the ground floor. In this video we will see some rooms of the part of the property that is now for sale. Our agency is proposing our clients the purchase of a large part of the property. As we can see from this image, the complex is divided into the palace itself and a courtyard with various service buildings. The property is located between Corso Garibaldi, Fiorenzuola's main street, and Via Roma. The parts currently for sale are the half to the north of the residential part, marked here in yellow, and the half to the west of the courtyard, marked in green. The buyer will still be able to use other accesses, both the pedestrian one from Corso Garibaldi and one of the possible car entrances from the east, thanks to the right-of-way on the neighboring property. We now go up to the first floor through this imposing staircase with parallel ramps. We see that the walls are frescoed with trompe-l'oeil architectural motifs. Over the staircase we find this small dome painted in blue in the center of the vault. The palace was built starting in 1723 by the Bertamini family, wealthy merchants originally from Liguria who had moved to Piacenza and had recently acquired a noble title. After some intermediate steps, the property was then sold in 1843 to the rich landowner Luigi Lucca. The valuable decorations that we are about to see were created between 1723 and 1734 by Francesco Natali and particularly Bartolomeo Rusca, that afterwards moved to Madrid, where he worked as a painter at the Spanish court. This gallery, separated in the middle by a glass wall that marks the border between the properties, is entirely frescoed with mythological motifs taken from Ovid's Metamorphoses. In the part for sale, for example, we find, in addition to the portraits of Bacchus and Ariadne, two large frescoes on the walls depicting respectively Aurora's chariot and Leto transforming peasants into frogs. Raising our heads, we admire in a lateral medallion the abduction of Cephalus by Aurora, and in the central part Bacchus and Ariadne up in the clouds, surrounded by cherubs and bacchantes. We now cross 4 rooms on the upper floor to get an idea of the spaces and eventually reach a frescoed hall that can also be reached from the gallery we just saw. We see that these rooms have some frescoes in limited portions of the walls and ceilings. They are very high, about 5 meters in average, and have large windows. We finally arrive in the large hall that we mentioned, where we find a ceiling majestically frescoed using the illusionistic painting technique of the quadratura. In the sky that opens above us, we admire Apollo's chariot and the 4 seasons. On the walls are represented the statues of Greek gods. Here we see Jupiter, and here we see a statue of Mercury. Look how well the illusion of a niche in the wall is rendered. We take the opportunity to briefly look at the courtyard and return from the Greek gods to our prosaic business. Most of the premises for sale, and in particular the old service buildings annexed to the courtyard, need intensive renovation. Therefore, consider this need without forgetting the uniqueness of these frescoes and the opportunity that you have to acquire this prestigious residence, whose many spaces available suggest a great variety of uses. To seize this opportunity, please contact Immobiliare di Fiorenzuola d'Arda.